It's time to trade. It's done, baby.
Let's try playing Mommy.
What?
Mommy.
Birthday's not my birthday. What time is it? Secret. Okay, listen to this. Oh yeah. Okay, buddy. Break the sleeves. Yeah, break the sleeves, buddy. Alright, get rid of it, buddy. Alright, good morning, good morning. So we are getting started. Just wanna do a quick review for everyone. Like if you're just starting to trade, make sure you guys are just trading a very small share size until you guys get used to the strategy, right? Don't just jump in and trade 100, 200 shares at a time. Trade 1 or 2 shares. Make sure that you guys are developing a habit of building up green trades, and once you do, that's when you start to increase your share size as we go. Right here, buddy. Why are you jumping it? Keep jumping. Okay, so let's take a look at this morning movers. See what we have here. CCNC. Okay, CCNC, let's take a look at this. Popping it over here so we can take a look at it on the level 2s. 1.7 million shares bought and sold so far. Looking good. 8 o'clock we get this pullback, which is normal. Any news? Let's see. Trading higher. Okay, it's just halted in volatility, but no real news out on it. Let's see. So right now we are actually trading right at a resistance, which is good. So a break of this resistance, most likely we will see a run. Okay, let's see what we have for a downside support. stock here. I don't think I would make a move on it just yet. If we can pick it up, bottom bounces down here along 217. Otherwise, I would wait for a break of this level here. We do have some resistance at 288, and then we do have the VWAP right here as well, right at 283. So I really would like to see a break of VWAP. And then on that break of VWAP, we will probably get rejected at 288, right? So we'll break the VWAP here at 283. Very nice push. Most likely we'll see a rejection, come back down. I want to see it test the VWAP and come back up. So the VWAP needs to show that it will act as a support for us, just because we do have a resistance right above the VWAP. So right now, no really good setup on this stock just yet, so we're just going to wait on it. We're going to let the trade come to us, but otherwise we'll keep a watch on it. I want to see a break of 283. We'll be watching this on the level 2s while we look up other stocks. One more. Nice. KXIN, a continuation. So KXIN was something we traded on Friday. If you guys remember, was a really nice mover. This was Friday. It went from $1.32 all the way up to $4.40. So we did that on Friday, and today it's still moving up, which is good. So at the end of Friday it came down, and this morning looks like it's opening up higher. Right there's the VWAP. I would play this over CCNC. This was a mover on Friday. We do have the VWAP right there, which is the yellow line. So in the break of VWAP, we want to see a run up to this area here. VWAP is at 350. So if we see 352, 353, we want to catch that run up to $4. So take your profit before we get to 4, right? So 388, 390, 391, whatever the case may be. Take at least 25% off the table. We want to hop in at the break of VWAP, everybody. So we see 352, 353. We're buying. We're getting into this trade. We're getting out at around 388, 390. Once again, the momentum starts slowing. We want to get out. We do have a small level of resistance here at 381, but we do have a top. What's wrong, buddy? Can't get it in your mouth. But we do have a top line resistance here, right just above $4. You get it? And Daddy feed you? Just waiting for it here. We can catch a bottom bounce at this level, which is at 309. We have some tailing wick here and another bottom here as well. I'm going to mark this in for us, just so it's easier visually. Okay, buddy. So we have right here 313 and then 3. So those are our two bottom bounces. If it comes down anything between 310 and 3 is a good purchase. If you want to get aggressive, 312, 313, that's what you're looking at to get in. So let's draw in our supports and resistances. On the daily, so Friday, really good movement on this, pretty much 200% on Friday. So we made pretty good money trading this. If you guys were with us on Friday there, So this gap actually already filled on Friday, which is what we were looking for, right? That gap fill. Anytime we see a gap, the stock is going to look to fill it. Okay. So far, nothing is ready to be traded just yet. There we go. That break of VWAP. So I missed that. Flipping through to CCN. We want to see the VWAP hold right now. So anything along the 50 is a good purchase. We want to see it hold. We want above 50. There we go. It held. So now it's go time. So we want to hop in this and we want to trade this and get out in the 80s. So that's what we're looking for, right? We want to see a break above the VWAP, come back down to the VWAP. It held the VWAP as a support. Now that it showed a strong support, it's bouncing off the VWAP and continuing upwards. Your stop loss should be break even. So we're moving up. So you guys probably got in at around what, 55, 56 after the VWAP showed itself as a support level. 10 cents is really good on a $3 stock, right? That's like 2.5%. Feel free to take some profit here. But my profit targets generally for this stock would be around the 80-cent mark, just because we do have a resistance here and we do have a top line resistance at $4. But as always, never mistake taking some money off the table. So once you hit your 10 cents mark, take 25% off the table, take another 25% off between 380 and 390, and then another 25% as we break $4. Yeah, KXIN has no news either, which is okay. Generally, it's easier for us to play a news catalyst just because there's some rationale behind the movement, but it's fine. So this stock here moved on Friday, continuing to move this morning. So we're getting stuck at this level here. So just below the 70-cent mark. So I would take 25% off here if you haven't already. So we're taking 25% off here around 370. We're going to be taking another 25% off as we approach anywhere between 380 and 390. Right here. Tailing wick, so be careful here, guys. Get out at break even. A lot of buying coming through at 360, so looking strong at that point. What? Okay, gotta give you mom some. So 360 held up very nicely for us. If you guys were watching the level 2s, you saw a whole bunch of green come in at the $3.60 mark, which means people are buying in right at the ask. Some heavy selling here, be careful. If we're looking at the bottom here, these last two bars, volume bars are red, a lot of selling. 10,000 share buyer at 361, so a nice level of support. If you guys want to add here. And And so we're adding with strength, right? We saw that big buyer come in that shows us a lot of strength at 361, 10,000 share buyer. So we should expect a bounce at 361, which is what we did, right? Right now we're trading at 364. Your mom's in on strawberry. Your mom's. There's a nice little bounce from 361 all the way up to, oh, it was 366, back down now. So we're coming back down, guys. This is the VWAP here. We should be getting out of the trade, right? The minute we hit break even, which is probably like 355, 354, that was an exit right there. So now we wait for another setup. CCN slowly curling up. Let's see if this continues. What's that eating, buddy? Let me load up some other charts here. MTP. MTP moving up this morning. Let's see if we have any news on MTP. So we don't have any news on MT. Oh, down here. So our phase 1 study, I guess, did well. Phase 2 so far looking good. Okay, so we got some phase 1, phase 2. What's let's see what it is. Okay, I don't know this disease here, but apparently the market thinks it's good news. So phase 1 study looking good, phase 2 study looking good so far in MTP. So anytime we see pharma companies with good phase 1, phase 2s, the market is hopeful that it will have a new product on the market soon, which will be a revenue generator for it. So we do have a gap to fill, and it just filled it this morning. So you guys see here this gap from 250 all the way down to about 170. That filled. That would have been a nice play, but it looks like it already filled to the downside back in September, and then now we filled back up to the upside just now. So right now we're trading in between a low end support and this resistance here, as well as the VWAP, as well as 200-day moving average. So breaking this area here is going to be very, very hard to do, right? And so anytime we see a multitude of resistances or supports, that confluence there adds strength, and so it'll be very hard to break this level here at 290, just because we have the VWAP, yellow line, and then we have this pink line, the 200-day moving average, and then we have a daily support and resistance, everybody, sitting right there at 294, that orange line that we drew in. From this stock here, we'd be looking for bottom bounces. We do have a little bit of an ascending support coming up here. I'll draw that in for us. Okay, so something like that, just roughly. I want to see this line hold. If not, we're looking for a bottom bounce off of this level, which is at 263, 265. Otherwise, if we want to be aggressive this morning, we can make a play off of this ascending support line here, kind of right here at 276, and then your stop out position would be 274, 273. Right? So if you're playing along this line, your hypothesis says that this line is going to hold. We're going to continue to hold this ascending support here. If that breaks, you're wrong. Get out of the trade. Look for a better bottom bounce down here. I would say at 265. So what I want to see on my level 2s are big buys coming in here. I want to see a big bid show up down here, letting me know that this area will be a support level as we think it will be. Right now, it's holding up, but there's just no volume right now, no selling, no buying. So it hasn't really proven itself to be a structure. So we're just breaking below the line here, and so as you can see, this line isn't really holding up. If we are in this play, I'd wait around till about 74. If 74 breaks, then we would get out. Otherwise, for you guys that are looking to be more conservative, bottom bounces off this level here at 268, 270 are good, but I would much rather wait until 263 or 265. There we go. So let's see, we get a bounce here. So we want to wait for a bounce confirmation. We don't want to anticipate a bounce. The stock isn't moving that fast this morning, so we can actually wait for a confirmation. I want to see a big bid pop up here. 3,000 share buyer. Nope, we just broke that. So I think 270 looks like it's going to break. So let's give this a second, see what happens. Well, the stock figures out what to do. Looks like KXIN is coming back up. So KXIN back at the VWAP once again at 350. So this is a pretty good low risk play to make, right? So once it breaks the VWAP and holds the VWAP, we buy, right? Kind of around 351. And then we would have a stop out right below the VWAP, which is at 348. So now we're just going to wait for this to break the VWAP. And when it does, it's going to provide us with a nice level of support to play from. Okay, you ready, buddy? MTP looking like it's going to break down. KXIN still waiting for a good setup. CCN is trying to curl up here, so let's give this a watch. So once again, the same thing as this morning, we do have confluence here. We do have tailing wicks off the top as a resistance and a VWAP at the same time at 275. So I want to see this break 275. The issue here is the minute we break 275, we have a resistance overhanging at 286 and 288. So really what I expect to see is this break the VWAP, hit 280, 288, come back down, bounce off the VWAP and continue up. And on that second bounce off the VWAP, that's where we want to make this play. So we want to wait for that to happen because we can just break the VWAP, hit 286 and come back down all the way down, right? So we don't want that to happen. We want the VWAP to show us it's a support, break VWAP, hit this upper line resistance, come back down to the VWAP, bounce off the VWAP and continue upwards, right? This bounce off the VWAP, that's the play that we're making. Anybody? Yeah, let's start back. So CCN setting up nicely. Watch for the break of VWAP, rejection off of 285, 286, coming back down to the VWAP, and then on that bounce off the VWAP, you want to make that play. KXIN just broke the VWAP here, so very low risk opportunity. Just buy just right above the VWAP. If it breaks the VWAP, get out, right? The VWAP right now is at 52. Hopefully you guys were watching out for that. So your profit taking marks on this stock here, KXIN, is the exact same as before, right? We want to take some money off here at 370. We want to take some money off again at 380, and then right before $4. So we got stuck here before on that last trade, right? We made a nice 10-15 cents per trade, and then we came back down, got out break even. So this is the same play. Hey buddy, you don't want strawberries? So that's the same play we're making again. Nothing's changed. The levels are still the same. Break a VWAP, sell into the 70s, sell into the 80s, sell into the 90s, right? 25%, 25%, 25% each time. Looking for this break of VWAP here. Possible rejection off of 285. We're not making a play yet, right? Right now it came back down to the VWAP. It held. Probably getting rejected here, right? Because we do have the top line wicks. There's that little rejection. Want the rest of the strawberries? Okay, so now we have this top line. We just broke that. It's moving very quickly now. I wouldn't chase this. So we had a small rejection at this level here, and then a quick recovery, which is good. I like to see that. A lot of volume coming in at the bottom, which is awesome. So now what we want to do for CCNX is we want to buy the first pullback, right? So now we wait for a good setup, and we buy the pullback, and then watch it run. So next level of resistance is here at 325. $3 did not hold, which is hard. So now I want to see this pull back. Now I want to see this pull back to this level here at 3 and then pop up. Let's see if 3 holds. I want to see a big bid here. There we go, 12,000 shares. Let's see if it holds. It's holding up. So it looks like nope, just broke through. So we're looking for a bottom bounce. We're looking for a bottom bounce at 288 or the VWAP here at 280. 288, previous level of resistance. Let's see if we get a big bid. So we had a 12,000 share bid pop up at $3. It did not hold. So in terms of big bids, what we want to see is probably something like 20,000. So just waiting to see a 20,000 share buyer right here. That's what I'm looking for before I make a move on this stock. Bounce off the VWAP. Still a lot of heavy selling pressure. So I'm going to open this chart up on the 5-minute as well so we can take a look at both. The break of the last 1 minute, 306. That's the mark that we're looking for this to break. If it breaks 306, that's where we want to hop in. Otherwise, we're waiting right now for a good setup. .306 is the mark to break. 306 is the high of the last 1 minute candle. So what I want to see is 304, 305, all green on the tape. If that happens, I know 306 is going to break. So we are forming almost a flat top right here, guys, at 304, 305. Getting ready for the break of 306, 305. There we go, that break. So the minute that breaks, it's going to be a nice pop-up, as you guys saw there. We went all the way up to 314. And so in these stocks here, we're only looking for like a 3 to 5 cent pop, right? Because 3 cents on a $3 stock, that's 1%. 1% on your money every trade. Do that 10 times a day, that's 10% on your money. So $3 hasn't been holding up for us. Each one of these tailing wicks has fallen below 3, 92, 97. 97 looks to be a good level because we do have a tailing wick here. Top tailing wick, bottom tailing wick, both ending at 97. So I want to see 97 hold for us. On the 5 minutes, looking bullish. A nice hammer candle forming here. Once again, we want to see a break. Break of the last 1 minute pullback is 310. So we're looking for 311. 311 is the mark to break. We're hopping in at 311. So hop in at 311, sell at like 314, 315, whatever it is, right guys? And the same thing with bottom bounces, right? If we catch a bottom bounce off of 97, we're selling at 3. Let's see if it holds here at 97. 98, 95, nope, it's not holding. So our next bottom bounce level, to be safe, I look around the VWAP, which is at 82. 82 to 85 is a nice buy-in opportunity. Getting ready. Anything between 82 and 85. There we go. We just had 85 on the tape. Hopefully you guys caught that. Any case, we'd be selling here, right? If we got in 85, 86, 87, whatever the case. Right now it's at 91. That's a nice 3 to 4 cents. Remember guys, that's all we're looking for, 1% on a trade. Do that 10 times a day, that's 10% on your money, right? Take some profit here, look for another bottom bounce. So we're not playing the $3 mark. $3 is not holding up at all. We're still looking for bottom bounces, right? Because what we see here on the chart is a lot of false breakouts. So bottom bounces off of between 82 and 85 are valid. Look for that 3 cents resolution right away. Buying in at 82, 83, 84, 85. Selling at 88, 89, 90, whatever it is. Getting ready here, guys. Trying to catch this bottom bounce. It's trying to find a support off of 88. I don't know if it will. Let's see. So what we're looking now at is volume. We see selling pressure build up, but the volume is much lower, right? So even though the stock is coming down, it's just a few people selling. The problem is we don't have enough buyers at the bottom to prop up the share price. $86. Just watching the tape here, guys. We want to look for 85 or 84. 85 popped up briefly. Let's see what happens. He's showing some weakness here, guys, so stay tight on your stop losses, right? Stop loss at the VWAP, which is 82. So if we see 81, we need to get out. The closer you buy to 82, the safer you are. A relatively big bid coming at 86. Just looking at the bid and the ask. So we had like a 1,600 share buyer. There they are at 86. So they're still there. Right now, based on the stock's volume, that's pretty good. Anything above, I guess, close to 2,000 shares as a bid or an ask. Be careful. If it comes in on the bid, that's the support. If it comes in the ask, it's going to dump, so get out. So we see big selling here, people trying to sell and get out at 89. These people eventually are going to get impatient and they're just going to sell at the bid and dump the price. So be careful here, guys. Looking for 83. And then your stop out would be 81. Just be patient. The stock is showing weakness, so we don't want to hop in on a bottom bounce and catch a flush. Tailing wick, tailing wick, tailing wick on the 1. Showing a lot of weakness here. We have some buying coming in at the bottom. Not enough for a reversal just yet. So let's just hang out. Let's wait. Okay, so while this is deciding where to go, let's load up some other stocks. Just watching it here in the level 2 is 86 right now. Looking for 83, 84. There we go, 84. We're stopping out at 81. There we go, getting out of the trade. Let's see if this holds at 280. Now 86. Looks like we're gonna break. Right now I want to see a break the last 5 minutes, which is 310. We have a big seller pop up there, right? 19,000 shares at 93. A lot of buying coming in, all green on the tape. I want to see this break here, the last 5-minute candle. 310 is the mark to break. I want to see 311. 311 is your buy-in. Getting ready here. Let's see if we can break $3. Big seller at 3. 10,000 shares. So before we play a breakout in this stock, it needs to show us that it's really strong, because the last 5 minutes it's just been downtrending, right? So now we need to see a very strong break of that pattern before we're willing to take a risk on this stock. So guys, I'm going to look at BIMI, but right now a break of 310 is what we're looking for. So if we see 311 on the tape, that's when you want to buy in. Take profit at 314, right? That's our upper line, which is fine. 311 to 314, that's 3 cents. That's what we want. But we do have this top line resistance here at 325. This is really the mark that we're looking for. BIMI just released some really good news. Quarterly financials 1,000% up. So we're gonna mark this in, and then we'll start trading it. Looks like CCN couldn't hold up, right? That's why we want the stock to show us strength before we actually start trading a breakout, because stocks like this often have false breakouts, and we don't want to get caught chasing a breakout and eating a flush. BIMI, I like the look of this, so let's flip over to BIMI. BIMI, we want to see a break of the pre-market high, which is this line here. So we want to see a break of 350. 351 is the mark to buy. Otherwise, bounce off the VWAP, which is pretty good right now. We have the VWAP. We have another daily support down here. So $3 is a good bottom bounce, or a break of 350. So we're looking to get in at 351. A lot of volume coming in right now. Green volume bars. MACD looks like it's about to start trending upwards. We have some buyers coming in here at 29. Nope, unable to hold. So let's see if we can hold this line here. This is a daily support and resistance. So we are holding up at this level here, which is at 320, 321. Looking for a break of 350. Get ready, guys. Get ready. On this break, we're hopping in. 351. There we go. That break is going to come very fast. Hopefully you guys were ready. Hopefully you guys got in. So 350 is our stop out point. Take some profit, right? Remember, 3 cents on a $3 share, that's 1%. Right now we're trading 10 cents above where we got in. Don't get greedy. Take some money off the table here and hold the rest for break even. So spots that we're looking for that have possible resistance: 420, 420 on the day, and probably $4, I would say. The low of that candle looks like we just touched our breakout point at 350. Let's save this chart. I'm going to load this up on the 5 minute so we can take a look at both views. 375 might be an area of resistance, right? 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, and whole dollars. Those are all mental resistance for traders. So it's not a surprise that we saw rejection right at 75. So we took 25% off the table already. Feel free to take another 25% off the table here. We are getting some overhang resistance right now. And hold 50% for the next run. Getting ready to stop out here. If it touches break even, you are out. So tailing wick right now on the 5, tailing wick on the 1, on a red bar here. We are using 350 as a support right now, but we want to be careful. We need to watch our level 2s, right, because this level can break at any time. If we're looking to make an aggressive play, a break of 375 would be an add point, right? So break the last 1 minute candle. What I like right now is that the sell-offs are being bought up, right? So we have these tailing wicks off the bottom. So that is a sign of strength. If we see this continue, most likely we're going to see another leg up here. Looks like we're pushing a break. There we go, break of 68, right? The last 1 minute candle, that's what we're buying. Take some money off the table as we approach 75. Once again, 75 showing itself as a resistance. So that was a nice break from 68 up to 75, 7 cents. Very nice break. There we go. So now, bottom bounces off of 350 are valid. Looking good right now. We've held 350 a couple times here, showing a lot more confidence in this level. So getting a bit of churn up here to be expected. Now let's see this make a push up to $4. Let's flip out to the other stocks here. Nothing really is moving at the moment. Careful guys, tailing wicks off the top, but still showing some good strength. So we never want to buy in the middle, right? We're either buying the breakout or we're buying a bottom bounce. That's why we don't buy in the middle, right? Because we don't know which way the stock is going. If we buy at the bottom and it breaks through the bottom, we get out. If we buy at the top and it pops up and gets halted up here, like it pauses, the momentum dies off, we get out. Small gains, that's all we're looking for. Looking for this level to hold. It's not holding. So 351, that's what we're looking for. 351, 352. Stop out would be 348. On the 5 minute, 2 tailing wicks off the top. So a lot of selling pressure as we approach $4. We're getting this curl on the 1 minute. So a break of 85, that's what we're looking for. 85 is our spot to buy. And we're selling as we get to 90, right? So 85 to 88 to 89. Getting ready, there we go. So very quick break there, right? It went from 85 to 88. Bottom bounces off of 370. which is this line here, or possibly 360. But looking very strong right now, a lot of volume coming in. Break of 89, there we go. Looking for that break. The minute 89 breaks, we are in. So we got stuck right there at 89. So right now, don't buy the breakout. We are going to be looking for a bottom bounce. So this stock here is probably going to get rejected just under 4, come back down, and we want to catch it right there. Very nice. Alright, so bottom bounce is at this level, which we just saw happen. Don't buy the breakout. You might get rejected at 4. So right now we're looking to buy the bottom bounce around 375, sell it right under 4. So 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, all good sell points. Buy points 75, 76, 77, stop out 73. Getting ready for a bottom bounce. If it comes to us, right, we don't need to force the trade. Tons of trades are going to happen. Tons of trades are going to come. All we need to do is wait for it to come to us. Bottom bounces, getting ready. There we go, 75. Hopefully you guys took that right. 75, 76, you guys got in. Now we sell, take some money off the table. That was a nice bottom bounce, 75, all the way up to, I think the high of that bounce was like 84, 85. So a nice 10-cent bounce right away, right? Gotta be quick. Once again, we came back down and then we bounced, right? So this level here, very good for bottom bounces. So far we caught 2 bottom bounces. We're testing this level too many times. I wouldn't take a bounce here, guys. It looks like we might break through. I don't like the fact that we bounced twice off of here and then we came down a third time, and we didn't get an immediate bounce. So be careful. Curling off the top, tailing wick, tailing wick, tailing wick. Let's take a moment. Let's relax a bit. Let the stock tell us what it wants to do. So if we are curling down, bottom bounces off of 360 are valid, or 350. Waiting here. So we're looking for a 361 to get in. And then 358, 359 would be our stop out. $67 is the low of that last candle. But we're looking for 61 to buy in, right? Because this bottom candle here is 57. Really, we'd probably be looking anywhere between 57 and 60. Let's see a break here of 85. Just hold off, because there's a ton of selling pressure here at 390. Let's see if we can get through this area first. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we do at $4. Most likely we're going to get rejected at 4, come back down, and then at that point we want to take a bottom bounce off of the 380 mark. Oh, very nice. Breaking through 4. Just hold for now. We want to see $4 hold as a... Oh, nope. Didn't hold for us. So we want to see a bounce here. So 390 was a very hard spot for us to break originally. So this hopefully will show up as a support. Right now it is. Let's give it a second. If it breaks this line here, we're in. There we go, just broke. So now $4 needs to hold 399, 4, 399. So we're just churning at this area here. So that breakout of the first 1 minute, that was an add point at 403. But it looks like we're getting a false breakout here. A bit of churn. Big seller at 403, but looks like we're going to break through them. Looks like we're running them down, but not enough buyers. A lot of strength is coming in here. Stay tight on your stops. If we break 390, get out. If you guys are in the trade already, 390, good bounce opportunity. Very nice bounce and pop. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Take some profits here, guys. So it is churning at the top. We're not getting very clean breakouts, but we don't really need clean breakouts because all we're looking for is 3 to 4 cents on every break. So once again, bottom bounces in the low 90s are valid. I'm just going to flip through some other stocks here, see if we can catch anything. So just on BIMI here, you want to take profit before 420, right? Because we do have a resistance here, daily support and resistance. So most likely we're going to get rejected off this level. So we want to take some profit here, right? So we got rejected right at this line. So really, we don't want to take too many trades here. It's pretty extended. If you guys are in at a low cost point like 392 on this bottom bounce, perfect. Hold. And then if it breaks 4, get out. Otherwise, you can hold, right? So we took probably 25% here, took 25% here if you guys paid attention to the rules. And now we're only holding 50% for the run. Either way, we're in profit, right? So it falls to $4, take that 50% off the table. If it continues to run, just hold that 50% to see how high it will go. Let's see if we can break 420. Looks like we're about to break. Interesting. So there was a hidden seller there. So we saw 420, 6,000 shares count all the way down to 200 shares, and then we just dropped. So someone must have came in right when we were about to break that wall, put in a sell order. So we want to be careful, guys. Tailing wick on the 5. We're selling and getting out at 4. If 4 holds and you guys are not in the trade, then 4 is a nice bottom bounce opportunity. Let's see what happens here. 403 was the low from what I saw in the level 2s. I'm looking for a big bid to pop up here. $3.90 possible bottom bounce. 4 o'clock, I mean $4 didn't hold very well at all. Let's see if we catch a bounce here. So far, small bounce. Take your profit off the table, right? Because there we go, right? So the minute it bounces and it doesn't run, we need to take our money off the table. But that was a nice bounce. We caught 92 up to 97, and then a continuation of the flush. So we just want to relax a bit, let the stock rest, because this was a crazy run right here, right? So levels here, 350 I'd be looking for, or 360, which were the levels that we played this morning as well, right? Tailing wick here, and then double bottom tailing wicks here. Ooh, very nice. So I want to see a break now, 410, so 411. 411 is what we're looking for. There we go, 411. So that was a mini breakout. Let's see if we have continuation. There we go, that's what we're looking for, right? That break of 411 immediately should push us back up to the last highs. So take some profit here, guys, and then hold 75% for break even. So if it touches 411, that's your break even point, right? Where you got in, get out completely. Very nice, 440. Take some profit here, guys, another 25%. If we break 420, take 25% off the table. If we hold above 420, just hold that 75% that you guys have. So 420 profit taking point here. Watching the level 2s. If I see 419, if you guys see 419, get out. 22, holding at 22, 21, 20, so we're getting out, taking profits. So if you guys want to be aggressive, we buy in here at the break at 33. There we go, there's that break of 33, went all the way up to 37. So a nice 4-cent break. This is a little indecision doji here, guys, so we want to be careful at this point. I would be careful here. It looks like we are pretty bullish right now, but we do have an indecision doji here. So pullbacks down to 410. I'd still be looking at pullbacks to 410, 411. There's a lot of selling up here. So if it breaks 420, I would get out completely, guys. Don't hold, even though we got into like 411, whatever it was. Break of 420 means we get out. There's too much selling up here. Getting out here, guys, completely. Right, on the 1 minute we see 4 tailing wicks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we see momentum start dropping off, volume bars trailing off. And we need volume to sustain the push. looking for bottom bounces here, guys. So bottom bounce level 411. If it breaks 410, get out. For 11, there we go. Selling here, guys, 415, 416, 417, right? So 411 to 417, that's nice. Nice 6 cents break. Just get out, take your money, run. Now we're looking for another bottom bounce, right? So that was a nice 1 or 2% on your money, depending on how quick or how slow you were to sell, right? Because it went all the way up to 421, but it bounced immediately to 417, 418. I want to see a break of 430. 430 means we're in. So we're looking for 431 right now. A break of 430 is what we're looking for if this is a reversal. So 431 on the level 2s here means we're buying in. Otherwise, we wait for a bottom bounce. I don't know if I would take this bottom bounce here, guys. If you do, be very quick on it, right? Just because of so much weakness, and we just broke through 411 there, right? I'd be waiting here, just because there is a lot of weakness here. So we always want to take the first bottom bounce, maybe the second, but if we see continual weakness, we don't really want to stay in the trade and risk that. So right here, 480 is a possible bottom bounce, or 490. I mean, 380 or 390. There's very little support at $4, so if you guys want to take a $4 bottom bounce, you're welcome to. Personally, I would advise against it unless we see a very, very big bid pop up right here at the $4 mark. Otherwise, if we come down, we might just break through $4. Flat top forming. So we have a flat top right here, same area breakout, right? 431 is what we're looking for. So we can watch for 431. Get ready, guys. 431 is what we're looking for. I'm going to start loading up this chart here in case BIMI stops moving for us, so we have another something to trade. Let's see. EDSA Biotech. Okay, so they received clearance from the FDA to begin phase 2 of its clinical study for, it's COVID-19, okay. COVID-19 catalyst, they're able to begin their phase 2, phase 3. So as COVID-19 gets worse and as we roll into the second wave, COVID-19 stocks and catalysts will react more strong in terms of that. And so EDSA we traded before. I'm just going to update our supports and resistances. Save this. So forming a 1 minute flat top here, which is good. I like EDSA, right? So we want to see a break of this line of, I would say, it says we have it at 948. I would say 950. So I want to see 950 on here, and if it breaks 950, that's when we're hopping in EDSA. So we're going to be watching EDSA here for a break of 950. And then we have BIMI on the 5 minute over here. It doesn't look like EDSA is getting a lot of volume this morning at all. It's only 122,000 shares being traded. So anytime we day trade, we want to see more volume here. So we'll watch this until more volume comes in. But until then, probably would not trade it. So let's flip back to BIMI. We're kind of forming a flat top here, guys, on BIMI. Still looking for a break of 30. Right, so if we see 31, that's when we want to hop in. Nice flat top breakout here forming for us. So I like this. I like the setup. So right now we're looking for this flat top. We want to see this play within this ascending support line here. Ugh. Getting ready here, 431. Let's count down the breakout. Got stuck at 430, right? We saw that, like a 20,000 share seller started running down, but unable to break. So let's see what happens. Woo! That flush. Bounce off the VWAP, looking good, guys, right here. Level confluence. So 380. 380 is the mark we were looking for before, right? 380, anything to low 80s. So the VWAP is at 83. So we're looking for 84. I want to see momentum starts coming in. Momentum starts coming in, this starts running back up. We want to buy in. Otherwise, bottom bounce off of 84. So we want to see if this starts curling. $87, $86, $85, $86, $84. There we go. There's our bottom bounce, right? Hopefully you guys got in at 84 and we're getting out at 79. Oh, just touched 80 there. So we want to catch this pop, sell some here, right? We got in at like 84, sell at 85. Nice little bounce there, 5 cents per share. So we see 79, we're getting out, right? Every time we hit a resistance point, we're selling 25%. So we took 25% on the first bounce there. Now we'll take another 25% off here, holding 50% for break even, which is at 83 or 84. So we're only holding 50% right now. Every time we bounce and we get stuck, sell 25%. We're getting stuck here again, so we're selling 25%. Now we're only holding 25% left. Let's see what happens here. If we get stuck, we're selling. We're selling here, getting out completely. I don't like the fact that it hasn't bounced immediately, right? There's not enough strength coming in, so let's take a more conservative stance. So we're all out, completely out right now. Now we're waiting. So that's that flush there, right? So that's what you can expect to happen. When we catch a bottom bounce, we sell when we hit our profit targets. And it tried to break here a couple times, right? And every time it tried to break, we sell 25%, sell 25%, sell 25%, sell 25%. And finally we sold everything on the fourth push. Anytime we catch a bottom bounce and it doesn't bounce almost immediately, it is going to continue downwards just because there's not enough buy pressure to push the stock up, right? And you guys saw this happen right here. Textbook material. Yeah, so Felter, usually what I do is I always have my sell where my right below where my buy is, right? So where my stop loss is, that's where my order is. So when I hit sell, it's going to sell wherever it is. So if my target is 380 and my stop loss is 345, then my sell order will be at 345, but it'll trigger at like whenever I hit sell, it's going to trigger at like 379, 380, whatever it is. And so we want to watch for when momentum falls off, and that's when we sell. So we have sell targets here, right? So we saw it get stuck multiple times at 390, and so that's why we can target that anything 88, 89, 90 to take our profit. So we always take our profit a little bit before the next resistance level, just so we can beat the other traders to selling, right? We don't need to take all the profit, but we want to take that profit. So things like RSI and MACD, those are lagging indicators, right? So we can't depend on like the RSI going from an upward slope to a flat before we sell because those are all lagging indicators. So what we need to look at when we're day trading this quickly is we're looking at the level 2s and we're looking at the supports and resistances that have played out so far this morning and previously. But if we're swing trading, right, we're holding longer for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, a day, 2 days. RSI and MACD on a shorter time frame are great indicators for us. Hmm. 351, possible bottom bounce here, guys. Once again, stay tight. A lot of weakness. So we see 349. We are out of the trade. So getting in at 351, getting out at 349. Otherwise, if we catch a bounce at 351, we're looking for a bounce up to this level here, which is kind of 360, and our next resistance will be 367. So from 351 up to 358 to 367. So those are our two levels that we're aiming for in this bounce. So you see this here, guys? This bounce level here at 358 coincides with this bottom wick and this level consolidation here. We are showing a lot of weakness, so I wouldn't take this bounce here. I'd be taking this bounce here just because we caught support here twice. Alright guys, so it's 9:22. I'm going to refill my latte and I will be back for the opening bell. Once again, plays on BIMI, catching bottom bounce off of 351, selling at 349 if it breaks. Otherwise, taking 25% off the table as we approach 57, another 25 off the table as we approach 67. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright. Got about a minute for the market to open. Let's quickly flip out. Woo! CNN. I mean CC. So CC want to see a break of the pre-market high of 315. If the market opens and it breaks 315, we're going to want to hop right in. So watching BIMI here, watching CC on here. CC looking strong right now. CCNC want to get in at 316, right? So if we see a break of this pre-market high, we are hopping in. Woo, that break, there we go. See how fast that was, guys? Break of 315 all the way up to 360 right away. And right now we're rolling into a halt. Amazing. So the minute you see this start spiking up, we're getting in, right? Because we're timing the break of 315. BIMI, bottom bounces off of 351, right? That's what we're looking for in BIMI. Flipping back over. You guys caught that bottom bounce, amazing, right? So we were talking about this bottom bounce since like 10 minutes ago. Touched 351, went all the way up to like 360, 361. A nice 10-cent bounce. Take your profit, right? 25% at every marker. Our marker was at 58, 67, and then we hold 50% for break even. So two awesome plays there, whichever one you guys got. They both played out. Take 25% off here, right, as we approach the VWAP. So excellent. So hopefully you guys got at least one out of those two plays, whichever one of the two stocks you were looking at. Both of them played out as we wanted. So let's take a look at the other stocks. So on BIMI, break of VWAP setup right here. I want to see it take out this level here. If it breaks $4, hop in. There we go. There's that break of 4. If it breaks below 4, get out. So getting out here. So the VWAP right now, nope, VWAP just broke. BIMI looks like it's going to fade out. Super volatile. I think it's going to flush. So I wouldn't even play a bottom bounce here. And there we go, there's that flush. Didn't even catch a bounce at all at 50, right? Which is why we don't play this bottom bounce when we see this level of weakness. Okay, let's flip out to the other stocks here. NIO, TTCF. This stock here just merged on Friday, right? Tattoo Chef, I was talking about this a lot in my emails. Held up very strongly at the merger on Friday. And today, looks like it's showing a lot of strength. So a nice swing trade. I'd be watching TTCF. For my man Felter, watching us. MACD looking good. RSI looking good. But once again, these are lagging indicators, right? But if we're swinging this is going to be a nice hold. And I do have TTCF in my swing account. So I'm liking this right now. Warrants popping up. I like it. Hyliion coming down. Hyliion, another SPAC, merged about 2 weeks ago. And afterwards just went from like $54 all the way down to where it is now. I released some news last week that they're partnering with American Natural Gas. And so they're building out a whole bunch of natural gas infrastructure for Hyliion and their clients. But still, we couldn't catch a nice bounce on Hyliion at all. SBE not doing much this morning. DPHC not doing much either. DPHC is merging. Merge vote is on the 22nd. So hopefully DPCH is going to run up towards the 22nd. We got about a minute for CCNC to unhalt. It's maybe might be a move here if they pick up some more volume. I'm going to throw CCNC over here so we both can watch the level 2s. I want to throw up EDSA over here. EDSA 750,000 shares bought and sold so far, which is good, right? Because when we first looked at it this morning, it was only like 150. So let's take a look at CC. CC looking good. So the play on CC, if you guys got in for the halt, pretty much trailing stop loss, 10 cents. Hold 50% for the ride. So we play this the same way we play every single halt. 50% of your buys are going to be on a trailing stop loss because you're going to be able to take profit faster than you can click with your finger, right? Because it's an automatic computer order. The rest, the other 50%, we hold for market. If this opens flat and looks like it's about to run up, we buy in for the next halt upwards. Or if this opens higher, we expect it to drop, and then we're going to catch a bottom bounce here off of 340 and catch it all the way back up. If it breaks 340, we're getting out. So those are the two things we're looking for on CC. Coming down, looking for a bottom bounce. Very nice. Take some profit, guys, as it comes down. So we took probably our 50%, should have triggered right away on our trailing stop. If this breaks over $4, we want to be getting in. Otherwise, we want to catch a, actually I wouldn't catch a dip at all. No, don't catch a dip. We want to wait now. It's too volatile. If we are catching a dip, we catch it down here, close to $3. There we go. There's that quick dip. I don't know if you guys caught that. But we're getting out, right? We're not holding, right? It's dip, bounce, sell, and then wait. That's the play. So touched here twice. I don't know how many plays you guys made off here, but a maximum of 2 bottom bounces that we just caught. But it's always bounce, sell, and then get out, right? Especially when it's this volatile. KXIN MP. BIMI, EDSA. So let's see if we can make any plays, anything. I know, big flush. What is this, BIMI? BIMI coming up. So let's wait on BIMI for a second. On BIMI, we could have taken the break of the last 1 minute, but I wouldn't really feel comfortable. And then the break of the last 5 minutes is all the way up here at 410, which is pretty much 50 cents above where it is now. So it's quite far away. So BIMI, it's going to take a while for this to set up for us. And so we just want to be patient, make sure we're taking proper setups, high probability profit setups before we make a play. Take a look at BIMI. Give me a sec, guys. Hi, buddy. Can you throw the books back there? just waiting here in BIMI. KXIN, possible move here. So let's give this a look. I'm going to pop it up in the 5-minute. KXIN, we want to see a break at the last 5-minute, which is going to be at 344, and also right above the VWAP at 335. Until then, there's no play on here. So far this morning, everything has popped and then dropped right away, so we don't want to get caught in one of those flushes. So we are waiting for a very, very good setup. KXIN looks like it's about to give us that setup right here. We want to see a break of VWAP. We want to see a break at this level here of 344. So 345 is our buy-in for KXIN. So that's KXIN. Get ready, guys. KXIN just popping it up here so we can both watch it together. 345 is the spot we're looking for. Normally, we'd be taking a break at the VWAP. Not now. We want to take a break of this here, just because our overhanging resistance is, there we go. But anyways, our overhanging resistance is too close to the VWAP, so there's no point buying at a break of VWAP only to get rejected at 344, right? Because that's like an 8-cent spread. If we get rejected earlier, then that's a high risk. So that's why we buy at 345, right? And so once again, this is a $3.50 stock, so every 3 cents is a percent, right? So you want to take your money every 3, 6, 9, 12 cents, different things like that, right? So we got in there at 345, sold at, well, you could have sold anywhere, well, I would have sold at 350, but you could have sold all the way up to 356. Bouncing off the VWAP, so the VWAP showing up as a very good support here, so I like that. So we're looking for a break now of 356 to get it back in. There we go. Getting back in, selling every 3 cents, sell, get out. Done. There we go. So every time it breaks the high, we're just buying that breakout. Taking 3 cents off the top. That's all we're doing. Buying the high, taking 3 cents off the top. Now we want to buy and hold for a halt. If it breaks $4, we're in and we're staying in. If it breaks down past 4, we're getting out. So $4 is our marker. If we can't hold the whole dollar, that shows some weakness. So now we're looking for a bottom bounce. It's pretty far, so let's be patient. The bottom bounces all the way down here at 350. If we break over this level, we're getting in. There we go, in again. Looks like we're trying to roll into a halt at 411. Let's see here. There we go. So that was a nice break, right? So the minute it breaks 407, so we show 408, got in, and now we are halting. So once again, guys, same halt play that we play every single time. 50% of whatever your buy is, we are putting a trailing stop loss on that. On this stock here, it's a $4 stock. Let's keep it at 10 cents. Let's stay conservative this morning. The market is pretty volatile, up and down, up and down, up and down. We don't want to give back the profits that we made. So trailing stop loss of 10 cents, and then 50% of whatever you bought, hold it for market, and have that at break even, right? So if it touches your break even, get out. Not too sure if you guys got in here or you got in for this last breakout here. Whichever the case, whatever your break even is, that is where you're getting out of the trade. Okay, nice plays on this. CC note. MTP looking like a bear flag here. On first glance, we would say, hey, this is a good bottom bounce, but what we see is leg down, consolidation, leg down, consolidation, most likely leg down, consolidation, right? We don't want to get stuck in here buying a bottom bounce when it is down trending and it's just following a simple ABCD pattern. EDSA, possible reversal. Give it a second, see what it does. SPE, Hyliion. Tattoo Chef coming down. The 179 something. INO coming down. So INO, they are speaking this morning. I guess they didn't really have anything interesting to say at the vaccine conference. So this morning, guys, I'm probably going to call it a day around 10 just because I have a couple things later today I need to attend to. But so far, catching some really good runs. So 9:42 and 39 seconds is when this halted. So we're looking for this to unhalt at 9:47 and 39 seconds. So we have about a minute for this to unhalt. So we have about 30 seconds for KXIN to unhalt. So you guys have already set your trailing stop loss for 10 cents on 50% of your hold. Now you're holding the other 50% of whatever you have for this to run up, or you're going to sell it at market if it comes down, right? But at least we're locking in profits on 50% of whatever we have. So kind of the same thing, if we open flat and it looks like it's about to run up, we buy in. If it opens up here, most likely we're going to see a quick dip, and on that dip we want to buy and come back up. Wait for the dip. There we go. In on the dip and out on the push, right? So that's how we play all of our halts. Ooh, that big flush. Let's see if we continue to run. Nope, get out completely, guys. Looks like we're running down. So now we want to wait. If it breaks this level here, we're in. So 440 is our break. Otherwise, we're sitting out. Getting ready, guys. 440, that's what I want to see. Getting ready, 440. There we go. In and out, right? That's all we want. That's all we need. So now this needs to hold $4. Otherwise, we're not interested in this stock anymore. So 15,000 share buyer at $4. I like the look of that. So let's take a little bit of a starter position, and we have a stop at 399, 398. So we want to take profit here as we approach 30 because 39 was our first tailing wick. Take some profit. Now if this breaks 35, we're in and we're looking for 50. Looking for a break of 35. Wait for the break. Watching the level 2s. If it breaks 35, we want to catch a run to 50. 35 hasn't broken yet, not yet, so we got stuck at 35. Looking for the break. There we go. So we caught 36, 37. So now we want to see this push up to 450. There's that push, sell and get out. We're too extended here, guys. Don't take a play. We made some good money on this already. Don't make a super risky play. If you want to take a play, very small share size up at this level. It's very extended right now. Tailing wick, tailing wick. Like this could run either way. It could run down or it could run up. And until it shows us where it wants to run from this point, we are just going to sit on the sidelines and wait. So it looks like we're trying to catch a support here. So bottom bounces at 460 look good. Bottom bounces and then quick sell as we break over $5. That's all we're doing here, guys. Having trouble breaking that $5 mark. So bottom bounces in the 60s or low 70s. That's how I would play this. It's showing a lot of strength here, but I would. There we go. There's a nice bottom bounce, 75, and then a quick pop over $5. There we go, selling and getting out. So you guys saw that small dip down there to 75. So that's what we're waiting for. So on that dip, the momentum comes in, the buys will propel it above $5, and we caught that pop all the way up to 530, right? And then we just sell on the other side of $5 and get out. So from 75, if you did it perfectly, from 75 to 530, that's like a nice 60-cent pop. Obviously, most likely, if you sold around 505, 510, that's beautiful anyways, right? 30 cents on a $5 stock. That's 6% on your money. So we want to be careful, right? Because the minute we popped above 5, the momentum pushed it up to 530 and immediately it came back down, right? So what that shows us is a ton of sellers up here, right? And so these sellers actually stopped the momentum going up and pushed it back down almost immediately. You guys saw that. That's why we always sell on the other side of a whole number. And when we see that selling pressure continue, which is why we get this flush here, right? Alright guys, so the time now is 9:53. Doesn't seem like this is going to move anytime soon. Ooh, look at this. Halted going down and then gapped down on the open. Never want to get caught in a halt going down. SBE looking good, so that's one of my swing trades. I talked about that a lot over the last couple of weeks. What? See what Tesla is doing this morning. Tesla not doing much. Bottom bounces I would take off the VWAP. Showing a lot of weakness here. So we see a lot of selling pressure here. On the 5-minute, the biggest volume bar is this red selling bar, right? So this is not good. We don't want to see this. So just waiting here, right? We see KXIN getting rejected right off this daily support and resistance that we drew in earlier. So got rejected once, and then we got rejected again, and then we got that quick pop. But right now, I mean, biggest volume bar here is a red candle on the 5. Waiting here in KXIN. Break the last 1 minute is a good play. So looking for a break of 471. Quick sell, right? In and out. That's what we're looking for. Getting ready, guys. 471. So we want to see 472. There we go. Selling, getting out. We got rejected right at 5. If we can break 5, we'll probably see another run. Otherwise, stay out of the trade. Bottom bounces or break out of 5 only. We got stuck at 5 again. So we want to see 501. There we go. So if 5 holds, we're staying in the trade. If 5 breaks, we're getting out. Taking profit at 525 if we get up there. So we're showing lower highs here, so I would be taking some money off the table, guys. No. False breakouts each and every time. Looks like we're going to catch a flush, so be careful, guys. Stay tight on your stop losses. Not enough volume coming in from what I'm seeing for this to push. So we caught a bounce right out of our breakout spot. I still don't see a big move coming just yet, so be patient, guys. I want to see a break of 512. If it doesn't break 512, not interested, right? So we got in here at the breakout at 71, sold some here. Probably I would have gotten out completely right here at 5, right? The minute we hit resistance here, we know there's a lot of sellers at this point. Tailing wick, tailing wick, tailing wick. So it's consolidating here, but we don't see a lot of pressure coming in terms of buying power. Every time we hit $5, we get rejected. I don't like the look of this. It's getting rejected every single time we touch 5, which means the minute buying pressure trails off, this is going to flush. Right now we're holding above 5. So we might rip. There we go. There's that rip. So take some profit. This looks like it might roll into another halt. And once again on the halt, 50%, you're setting probably, let's do like a 15 cents stop loss, trailing stop, and hold the other 50% for market. Time now is pretty much 10 o'clock. It is 9:59. I'm going to call it a day. So we caught some good runners today. So hopefully you guys made some good money today. Hopefully you guys learned a lot, and hopefully you guys had fun. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow, Tuesday, bright and early, for another session of day trading, guys. This is Mitch from Dumb Money signing off for now. Have a good one, guys. Take care.